Whether you're a mom doing a school drop-off or a nurse leaving a 12-hour shift, CDL driver driving across state lines, or a chauffeur chasing his next client, driver fatigue is real, and it doesn't care what you drive, why you're driving. I'm Lorenzo Larry Vasquez, and in this video, I'm going to help you spot the signs of burnout and fatigue. Fight it head on and stay safe and sharp and in control, no matter what road you're on. Today, we're going to talk about fatigue and stopping it from turning into burnout. Complete burnout can put you out of business. I was an independent driver for 7 years. Managing your fatigue, your health, before you get burnt out will keep you in the game for a long time. As an independent operator, managing your fatigue is the first priority. Understanding your sleep patterns, understanding what you eat during the day on a long run is very important. It's going to separate you from your competition. One of the ways that you start to see the fatigue settling in is you start to take shortcuts. You start not gassing up in the evening before you go home or keeping the car clean. You have now put yourself in a position tomorrow to have some fatigue and stress. And in the morning, nobody needs that. I guarantee you when you show up to the car wash, the line is going to be very long because you didn't do it the night before. One of the things you definitely do not do is try to keep yourself on a job for longer than 12 hours. You have to then replicate yourself with another driver and form the buddy system. Someone that you trust with your clients that can take over when you hit the 12-hour mark. In the beginning of my career, I used to try to do it all. I'd be out 18 hours a day, sometimes 20 hours a day, get a hotel room in the city, sleep for 4 hours, back on the road again. When you start to feel really tired, you get some cat naps in, and if you have to call another driver, if you get some information that the night's gonna be long, best thing you can do is tee up another driver to relieve you at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. is the magic number. Why? Because traffic is then dissipated at 8 p.m. You make the switch. You drive home, you're not sitting in traffic. You should be home, showered, ready to go. By 10 o'clock, your car is clean, gassed up, ready for the next day. A rested driver is the best driver you can have on the road. Make sure you're eating the right foods, natural foods and juices. Stay away from the carbs. You gotta have green juice. You gotta have almonds, macadamia nuts, some fruit salad in the cooler. All this takes preparation and diligence. The night before, you need to pack your cooler, keep it ready. In the morning, you grab and go. Independent operators are on demand. If you're doing a good job, people want you. So you're gonna get spread pretty thin. If you're not managing that fatigue that goes along with that kind of notoriety and good business, you're gonna burn out. And if you burn out, you're gonna be good to nobody. I did it myself firsthand for 7 years. I built a team of drivers that are independent operators that I use till this day. These guys are making money. I check in with them. I do some counseling with them. I make sure their family's okay. Anything going wrong, I start to see them missing trips. Or if I call them up and say, hey, you ready for that assignment? And they say, what assignment? That's a sign of burnout. Right there, that's a sign of fatigue. That's gonna lead to burnout. If you're doing it right and you're busy, you're gonna face these challenges. We truly care about the independent operator out there because without them, there's nothing. Ground transportation runs through independent operators. They're the most reliable people you can deal with. They answer their phones, they do the job, you help them, they help you. Cover the CDL driver, guys. Very important driver on the road. He's driving multi-ton vehicles, coach buses, sprinters, things with many passengers on board. You ever get on a bus and you look at the bus driver and he doesn't look happy? And right away you get that feeling like, wow, I hope this guy's gonna be all right. How do you see the signs of a driver who's tired? Their hours are already regulated. They're not supposed to be on the road tired. Just because you're managing his hours does not mean he's not tired. One way is to get out when they get back to the depot, go out and have a conversation with them, see how they're doing. Maybe do a post inspection with the driver, check his fluids, go over, help him. If you see all the levels of the fluid are off and this driver drives this vehicle regularly, you're looking at a tired driver. You gotta look at them. You gotta spend some time with them. Make him a counselor in your office for a little while. Bring him off the road. See what he knows. He can spot other things in other drivers that's gonna help your organization. Make sure everybody in your organization and your culture respects the CDL driver, just like everybody else. Sometimes the people take it for granted. Like, oh, he's the bus driver. He's a CDL driver. That license is it's like being a doctor. You know, you're in control of people's lives. CDL drivers, sometimes they don't feel part of the crew. You know, they're out on these long trips, long distance trips by themselves. No one needs to touch base. The dispatcher sees where they are because there's a GPS on the bus. No one's checking on them. No one's including them into anything going on at the office. Guys, that's a big mistake. Make those guys a part of the organization like everybody else. They're your heavy hitters. They're batting fourth in your lineup. They're driving in the runs. Make sure they're rested. Get them some counseling. Create a community for them. Get all the bus drivers out on a trip. Let them help each other. Let them talk to each other. Create a buddy system. Make sure that they have an assistant just for the bus drivers. Keep a schedule for these guys. Create doctor's appointments for them. Just like you schedule their hours, schedule some vision appointments. Show some care. Fund something for them. They're a huge part of your organization. Give them a bonus. Make sure they're recognized in the office. Do not one driver of the month, do the 3 drivers of the month. You have big events coming up, put them on that event. Shout out that event. Shout out the drivers before the event even happens. Be excited about it. Get them excited. You're driving 55 passengers. Sometimes it's kids that they're driving. Sporting events. You're taking a college team all over the country. You want to create a successful coach business, this is what you're going to need to do. Who do you think they're going to call? They're going to call you. They're going to want your drivers. They're going to want your company. You may be further distance than the next guy, but they're going to say, you know what? These drivers seem to always be happy, always dressed right, uniformed up, clean, respectable. The bus is always clean. Sometimes the only way to do that is to come out of the office and help these guys. Give them a little a boost, as they say in Italian. Help these guys out. Treat them like people. You know, if you want it done right, guys, and you really want to be successful in this business, you got to take care of people. And all you drivers out there, you feeling tired, you have a problem, you have a situation at home, things might be going south somewhere, communicate with your office. Let them know. Don't mask it. Don't hide it. Because you're going to end up putting yourself in an unsafe position. You're going to lose your CDL license if you have an incident. And what's that going to get you? All you have to do is communicate, ask for help, get some counseling. That'll be the best thing you can do. That makes you the best driver out there. You're willing to help yourself. You're looking to your culture within your organization to reach out to. Everybody's on the same team. I'm sure by you just doing that as a CDL driver, create awareness in your organization if it's not there already. Be the foreman, be the leader of all drivers, because that's going to create success for everyone. And when you're on the road and you're driving your rig and you're driving your coach bus, you nod to the next guy. I see you guys out there, blow the horn a little bit, you give a little nod. That nod's got to mean something. Can't just be a, hey, what's up? I'm a CDL, you're a CDL. Talk to each other when you're on the road. The old time days, the CD guys, the guys just get on the CB radio. Hey, checking in on you, buddy. You're looking out, you got your lights are off just to give you a heads up. That's called the buddy system, guys. And I think we've gone away from that. So jump on social media, jump on a text group, create a text group for you and all your guys. Keep the road safe, keep yourself safe. There are no competition when you're on the road. We're all in the same team, folks. Let's treat it that way. Keep the equipment right. That equipment is what feeds your family. Your boss is buying these vehicles. Somebody's got to drive them. Without CDL drivers, you just got a bunch of buses parked in the parking lot. I see it all the time. 10 buses sitting there, nobody to drive them. Whose fault is that? Somebody not creating culture? Not looking out for CDL drivers? Not maybe taking a regular driver, investing in them to become a CDL driver? You see something in them, they can handle it. Invest in your drivers. Make the whole industry better by doing better for your drivers. CDL drivers, I see you out there. You guys are very, very important to the whole world. Thank you very much for what you do. We're now going to talk about fleet drivers, guys. Very important part of our industry. These guys are part of an organization, a culture. The culture that's driven through that company is going to come out through their performance. As a driver for a fleet, you have to be very communicative to your base. You have to communicate with your managers, with your dispatchers, with your fleet manager. Anybody that's set up in that office that you can talk to as a driver, you need straight up communication. Even call them and tell them when you feel great. Not only when you don't feel well, feeling great today. Then they might be able to give you an extra ride that might help a fatigue driver that's on the roster. Tom might be wiped out, so they say, you know what, let's give Tom the day off. Ron feels great, he just called me. He can do another 2 trips. This is called the buddy system within a fleet operation, usually managed by a dispatcher or a driver director. You have to communicate with these guys. You have a personal issue going on at home, you have something that's taking you out of your comfort zone, which is gonna drive you to be a fatigue driver on the road. You gotta let them know. Hopefully you have culture in your company that gives you some counseling, brings you in, resets you, maybe keeps you in the office. This way your pay still comes in and they give you something like you're detailing cars for a week or 2 just to get you off the road. Maybe you start learning reservations. Maybe you become the guy that teaches the other drivers, hey, I started to feel fatigued. I wanted to pull myself off the road. So I'm looking at you. You're looking a little tired and a little beat up. Maybe we should pull you off the road for a little while. Caring about the driver, caring about the team in the office, caring about the dispatcher. It's all one unit. The car doesn't get to where it goes in a big organization unless the whole team is on board. Create some sort of program where these guys can get the rest they need. Shuffle the deck a little bit. Understand that drivers are people too. Dispatchers are people too. Everybody needs to work together. Understand, guys, it's a business for everyone. The driver is on the front line. Be compassionate, have empathy. Understand that they're going through stuff. Set them up for success. Set them up to be the best driver they can be. Nothing worse than being a driver and you're behind on your bills because you're too tired to drive. Nobody's giving you an alternative. So what do? You hide the fatigue. You mask it. You're making mistakes. You're in the wrong place. You're out of position. Airport flights are delayed. You're stuck at the airport. You fall asleep. The flight lands. You don't answer your phone because you're knocked out. You're masking your fatigue. You have to communicate that. You have to be the guy, the smart guy in the fleet that says, wait a second, I can't go on like this anymore. I'm not feeling it. I need a break. You're a fleet manager and you got a revolving door of drivers. I think one of the reasons that might be is you're not managing the fatigue of the drivers. They're just gonna mask it and you're gonna have a catastrophe, or you're gonna have a revolving door of drivers. And let me tell you, if you have clients that use you on a constant basis, they like to see the friendly face. And if you have a revolving door, it's not gonna happen. These guys do what it takes. They're on the front line. The drivers are always on the front line. They're dealing with the traffic. They're dealing with the weather. They're dealing with the client. Very easy from inside the office to say Tom's not doing a great job. Meanwhile, no one's really managing Tom. And please, if you need to, give us a call. We're here for you. We're creating a community here. Click on the link below. We'll answer your comments. We'll help you. We'll help your organization understand the importance of culture if we have to. We're more than happy to do that.